Hello, welcome back. We are now looking at some homophones. So these are words which sound similar or perhaps even the same. For example, to know something. Okay, let's look at the verb to know. In the past it's knew, know, knew, known. The past tense sounds like new, as in will. I have a new table. This is new. And I knew I was going to buy this new table last week. Another example, a good one, wood. This table is made of wood. And also using conditionals, would you go if I asked you? Would you buy the wood table if I asked you to? These words are exactly the same in pronunciation. Be careful not to pronounce wood as g-g-g with a G sound, good. It is wood, like madera, wood, the material. Okay? We'll see you for some of these words in just a moment. Hello, welcome back. We are looking at some homophones. Now, these are the words which sound similar, or the same, in fact. The words have been chosen specifically for pronunciation practice. So some of these words are typically mispronounced or avoided altogether. So the first one is aunt and aunt. Sometimes it's typical to put extra pronunciation on the R, but really, when you hear it from a native speaker, it's simply aunt. You aren't my aunt. Okay? Next one, 8 and 8. I ate 8 donuts yesterday. Base and base. So this one is, one of them is the base of something, maybe a foundation, and then base, obviously the sound, typically pronounced as bass, but it's in fact bass. Bye, bye, bye. Court and court, like a tennis court. And to catch something, the past tense is caught. Desert and dessert. Now, let's say the stress is on a different letter in each of these words, but a desert, the first is like the Sahara, and then the dessert, you notice the slight change there? Dessert is like a pudding, perhaps, in the UK at least. A pudding is like a pie, a dessert. Father and father. So this is the, I can throw a ball farther than my father, let's say. Flew, flew and flew, fought and fought. Genes, as in genetic material, DNA, and genes, something you wear. Heal, heal and heal. So heal to like repair your skin, let's say. If you have a cut, you'll heal after some time. That's the first one, sorry. Hour and hour. So hour and hour. Sometimes you might hear R, like the letter R, as this pronunciation. Our car is in the garage. Our car, or our car. Better to stick with our, okay? Male and male. Meat and meat. Rough and rough. Rough meaning the texture, so it's not smooth. It's rough, okay? And a ruff is something you wear around your neck if you're living in the Victorian times. It's like a big collar. So you might see that in period dramas or movies. Sail and sail, seen and seen. Exactly the same pronunciation, these two. It's not esthe, but seen and seen. Shoe and shoe. So the second one, shoe, S-H-O-O, is an instruction to go away. Shoo. If there's a dog here, I might say shoo, because I don't like dogs. Not true, but for example. Steak and steak. Very typical mispronunciation to say steak, but it's a steak, ache. Remember E-A? There are 3 different pronunciations, E, E, and A. And this is the least common, but important to remember if you want to order your steak in a restaurant. Sweet and sweet. So the second one is suite, as in a hotel, suite. This is often confused with suit, S-U-I-T. So when I go to work, sometimes I wear a suit, S-U-I-T. But this is suite. Taught, taught, and taught. So taught is the past tense of teach. Taught, the second one there, is when a rope is nice and tight. The rope is taut, the adjective. And tort, which is a legal term for a wrongful act. There. Once again, people often put a stress on the R where it's not really necessary. So there. Through and through. To. Nice and simple. Tough and tough. So tough is like saying strong or durable, and tough it's a type of volcanic rock. But I wanted to include this simply because it's good for the homophone. Vain, vain, and vain. So the first one is vain, meaning kind of arrogant, perhaps. Vain, the second is like the blade of a windmill, like a propeller, let's say, the blade part. And vein, obviously veins in your body, which carry blood around your body. Weak and weak. So weak meaning the opposite of strong. Weight and weight. Way and way. And the last one, weather and weather. Weather meaning, the weather is nice today. And weather is something like saying if. It's like saying if. We don't use it in conditionals, but we can use it when we want to replace it with from if. So it doesn't matter whether you go or not. It doesn't matter if you go or not. Okay, I hope that all makes sense. We'll see you in the next subject, which is had better, really, should, ought to, and so on. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.